Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see fourth-year quarterback Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys as they square off against the number 6 overall pick, Daniel Jones, and the New York Football Giants. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense will be led by the rookie from Duke, and that's Daniel Jones. Of course, Eli Manning made 210 consecutive starts for the G-Men from 2014 until 2 years ago. But now he gives way to Jones, who threw for 52 touchdowns in his 3 years as a starter in Durham as a Blue Devil. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. It's hauled in by Shepard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. Well, we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in week... There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw on second down. Jones. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Robert Quinn able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. It's Barkley on the counter. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Wayne Gallman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the 2nd try.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. It's a foot race. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Third and short yardage. Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
70, Indy.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now Jones on 3rd down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, Kamara. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that.
And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. They begin with a run by Barkley, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard line.
On second down, Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. On third down, Barkley, and he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, and with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's Austin. Look at the dance and the juke. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get... And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Week 9 wrapping up here tonight at MetLife Stadium. Time to look ahead to Week 10. Thursday Night Football. We'll be heading cross-country tomorrow to get out to the Bay Area. We'll see the Chargers and the Raiders from the East Bay. The Raiders down to 4 more home games. That's it. Left in Oakland. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A 10th carry for Kamara. He juked him. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Step. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Space to maneuver at the 40. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Prescott's pass caught by Austin. And some room to maneuver. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Pollard again. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game set. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jones looking for Shepard deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys will have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Now Austin. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on. Well,
they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. And now they're in the hurry-up. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The busy night continues for Kamara, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. It's caught, Cooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. Legs still churning. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken from the 7. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
He's got his man. This is Tate. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been terrific so far. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 25 on 2nd down, Prescott. That's going to be caught. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run it with Kamara. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Alvin Kamara. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jones going to throw again. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9.
Check 26, check 26. Ready?
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Got a man, Slayton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, a short throw to Ingram. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. That one caught by Allison. Oh, no, he lost the football. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Here's Jones. Off play action. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I'll don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing Jones. Going deep here for Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Good job, D. Good job, D.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
We own them. We own them.
On 1st and 10, Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr., but a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Again, it's Kamara. And he gets it down to the 32. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run. This is Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Here's Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. from the gun. It's a run for Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Alec Ogletree drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now it all rests on the foot of Kai Forbath. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Cowboys, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.